We often view our past as a fixed recording, but the reality is far more fluid. What you perceive as a broken past is frequently a neurological hallucination, a projection that dictates your future. Through the Retrogenesis Protocol, we move beyond simple manifestation into neurobiophysical optimization. This is the actual physics of reframing your history to fundamentally alter your trajectory. It's time to stop replaying the old film and start projecting a new reality. Think of your brain not as a camera recording reality, but as a prediction engine. To minimize effort, it projects your past experiences, your source code, outward to anticipate what's next. However, when that code is corrupted by trauma, the system glitches. You're left working harder with fewer results because you aren't actually seeing the future. You are hallucinating the past. Your brain isn't a passive recorder, it's a proactive prediction engine. Driven by the free energy principle, our biological mandate is to minimize uncertainty, often preferring a predictable hell over an unpredictable heaven. We constantly project top-down predictions from our internal models to meet bottom-up sensory reality. When they clash, we experience prediction error. Ultimately, through active inference, we don't just perceive the world, we actively shape it to match our internal expectations, sometimes even engineering the very failures we anticipate. Think of a traumatic prior as this heavy, immovable object sitting directly on top of current reality. Because the brain encodes trauma with extreme precision weighting, it treats these past experiences as absolute current truths. As you can see, new, contrary evidence simply bounces off. It's ignored by a system that refuses to update its model. This creates a state of allostatic overload, where the body's internal signals constantly reinforce a perceived threat, effectively trapping the individual behind an invisible wall of their own past. Stop yelling at the screen. We often exhaust ourselves trying to fix our current reality by reacting to what's right in front of us. But that's like screaming at a movie to change the plot. The real work happens behind the scenes, in the projection booth of our subconscious. By utilizing memory reconsolidation, we can surgically edit the source code of our past experiences. When we change the film in the booth, the reality projected into our lives changes with it. Memories are not static, they are dynamic processes. When we recall a past event, the memory moves from a locked, consolidated state into a labile state, becoming temporarily malleable. This unzipping of the synapse opens a critical 5-hour window. During this time, the brain requires protein synthesis to maintain the memory trace, providing us a unique biological opportunity to reset synaptic tags and strip away intense emotional charges before the memory reconsolidates and locks back into place. Beyond traditional signaling, we are now exploring the nervous system as a network of polyatomic time crystals. At the microtubule level, resonance occurs in a triplet of triplets pattern, creating stable, coherent clocks independent of their environment. This quantum coherence suggests a profound retrocausal potential, where editing the prior in our present state can actually propagate backwards, fundamentally rewiring our temporal geometry. The Retrogenesis Protocol is a powerful biological algorithm designed to overwrite your internal source code. It operates in 3 critical phases. First, we access the system by inducing a theta brainwave state. Next, we edit, triggering a mismatch error to disrupt existing patterns. Finally, we save, anchoring a new timeline to ensure the transformation lasts. It's more than just a process. It's a complete system update for the human experience. To begin, we must transition from the high-frequency beta state of daily stress into the theta range. At 4 to 7 Hz, we enter what is effectively the admin panel of the mind. This frequency acts as a gateway to the hippocampus, where theta-gamma coupling allows us to access the read-write functions of our subconscious. By using tools like binaural beats or rhythmic breathing, we can consciously induce this state to facilitate deep memory retrieval and emotional reconsolidation. The brain is fundamentally efficient. It only updates its internal map when a prediction fails. This brings us to the mismatch error. To rewrite a neural model, we must trigger mismatch negativity by simultaneously activating an old fear while providing a profound experience of safety. This safety signal must be salient novelty, a surprise so powerful it forces the brain to discard the old expectation and rewrite its generative model for good. To unlock the somatic key, we utilize MMPMs, manually induced micro-movements. These are tiny intentional shifts, such as the micro-smile, shoulder drop, or softened diaphragm shown here. These movements generate proprioceptive prediction errors that leverage the vagus nerve. Since 80% of vagal fibers are afferent, these microshifts send a high-precision safety signal directly to the brain. By pairing this somatic safety with a traumatic memory, we trigger memory reconsolidation, allowing the nervous system to finally let go of the past. In the final step, we anchor the new timeline. Through synaptic capture, the prediction error we've generated sets a biological tag that attracts the proteins necessary to make these neural changes permanent. We then leverage Hebbian reinforcement, the principle that neurons that fire together wire together, by repeating somatic safety signals. This process effectively overwrites the traumatic prior with a new safety prior, transforming a fleeting insight into a lasting, resilient state. We are shifting from a state of mere reaction to one of conscious creation. By minimizing free energy and editing our internal priors, we update our generative model's source code, allowing it to project an entirely new reality. This is the essence of retrocausal somatics, utilizing the time-symmetric nature of the nervous system to fundamentally reshape your future by rewriting the narrative of your past. Transformation isn't a matter of luck, it's a matter of engineering. The algorithm of change allows us to systematically rewrite our internal programming. We start by identifying the glitch, that old trauma that feels inevitable. By inducing a relaxed theta state, we open the window to rewire the brain, splicing the film by pairing old memories with new, physical micro-movements of safety. This creates a mismatch that, when held, allows for synaptic capture. Don't just hope for a better future, engineer it. We have long lived as spectators in a reality we didn't design, but today, we stop watching the movie and start editing the reel. By moving from the theater seats to the projection booth, we gain the power to rewrite our history and recalibrate our existence. This is the Retrogenesis Protocol, our blueprint for reclaiming agency and fixing the simulation from the inside out.